Good morning student, my name is Rahul here, teaching you class 10th maths. Today we will discuss chapter 3rd, pair of linear equation in two variable. Firstly, we are discussing about linear equation. As you know, in chapter 2nd we have already discussed linear equation. What was its means? It means a linear equation is an equation whose degree or order is 1, and its example was x minus 8, 3x plus 2. These are the examples of degree 1. Now, what is the meaning of two variables? In this, we have only one variable, but in linear equation in two variable, we will discuss about two variable, that is x and y. Now student, if you note that in chapter 2nd, we have given only one equation, which may be quadratic or cubic equation, but there is only one equation is given in second chapter. But in third chapter, if we are discussing about two variables, then we will have to, if we want to find out the value of x and y, then we must have two equations. So to find the value of one variable, we need only one equation, but if we want to find the value of two variables, then we need two equations. Similarly, if there are three variables, say x and y, z, then we need three equations to solve x, y and z. So of linear equation means we have given two equations in terms of two variables, say x and y, but they all are of linear equation. That means their degree will be 1. Now let's start with a simple example. Take a simple example that we go to market and buy some books and some pen, and find that the cost of one book is rupees 200 and that of the pen is rupees 10, and total books and pen we buy are 30, and the total money we invested is rupees 3000. Then how we will formulate the equations? Let the number of books we buy x unit and number of pen equal y unit. हमने x books purchase की और y books pens purchase की. Then according to statement x plus y means number of books plus number of pens is equal to 30 units. We have by total 30 items, then x plus y will be equal to 30, and if the cost of one book is 200, then the cost of x books will be 200x, and that of the pens will be 10. And total money we invested was 3000. So these are the equations, these are the linear equation, because the order is 1 in two variable x and y. Pair of linear equation means we have two equations. Now in class 9 you have already discussed you have already learned about the formulation of the equations and their representation on graph. If I have given that equation 3x plus 6y equals 12, then how we can represent this equation on graph? To find the value of x, we put the value of y 0. For first point, if y equals 0, it means 3x plus 6 into y 0, 6 into 0, 0, 12, then x will be equal to 4. Similarly, if x equals 0, then y will be equal to here. Now, we will represent the equation on graph by plotting the points. If x is equal to 4 and y is 0. Here x is 4 and y 0. And y equals 2, x 0. This is the point y 0, x 2. Meet these 2 points. This line represents the equation 3x plus 6y equals 12. Now, if we are discussing about the natures of the lines, then there will be 3 kinds of lines. It may be intersecting lines, it may be parallel lines, and the third one is coincident line. Means 2 lines will be coincide each other. If this is first, then second line will be coincide this. And let's discuss the conditions of these 3 types of lines by considering the general equation. a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals 0. This is my general equation. Now, what is the condition for intersecting line? This is intersecting line. For intersecting line, a1 divided by a2 means ratio of x, coefficient of x not equals b1 by b2, and therefore parallel line will be a1 divided by a2 equals b1 divided by b2 but not equal to c1 divided by c2, and that of in coincident lines will be a1 divided by a2 equals b1 divided by b2 equals c1 divided by c2. Means if the lines are intersecting, then there will be only a single point whose coordinate satisfy the both equations. So it has only one solution. Now, if we are talking about parallel lines, then there is no point which satisfy both the equations, so there is no solution. And here are infinitely many solutions because every point on these lines satisfies both the equations, so it has infinite many solutions or many solutions. Now, if two equations has solution, then this is called consistent. But if the equations has no solution, then it is called inconsistent. Your NCERT example third, two rails are represented by the equation x plus 2y minus 4 equals 0 and 2x plus 4y minus 12 equals 0. And you are asked about to represent the situation geometrically. So to represent the equation geometrically, we will have to first find the values of x and y. For first equation, if I am writing here first and second, for first equation, if x equals 0, then y will be equal to x 0, then y equals 2. And similarly, if y equals 0, then x will be equal to 4. For second equation, if we put the value of x 0, then y will be equal to 3. And if we put the value of y 0, then x will be equal to 6. If we put the value of y 0, then x is equal to 6. Now plot these equations on your graph paper. Now this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. This is positive and this side this is negative y and negative x. This is your origin 0 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now to represent the first equation, x 0 y 2, find the point where x is 0 and y 2. This is the x 0 y 2 and x 4 y 0. Here x is 4 and y is 0. So this is my point B. Meet these 2 points and this represent equation first. Now your second equation, x 0 y 3. Here x 0 y 3 and x 6 y 0. Here x is 6 y 0. Meet these 2 points also. And now this is equation. Now your exercise question 3.1, exercise 3.1, question number 3. The cost of 2 kg of apples and 1 kg of grapes on a day was found to be rupees 160. Means 2 kg apples and here is apples and here is grapes. 2 kg apples and 1 kg grapes, 160 rupees is 160 rupees. And on the after a month the cost of 4 kg of apple, means 4 kg apples, and that of 2 kg grapes is 300. 2 kg grapes is 300. And you are asked about to represent the situation algebraically and graphically. So first, to represent the equation graphically, we have to find the equation algebraically. So now to represent the equations algebraically, let the cost of 1 kg apple, cost of 1 kg apples rupees X and let the cost of 1 kg grapes equals rupees Y. Now according to statement 2 kg apples, if 1 kg apple rupees X, then 2 kg apple will be 2x, and 1 kg grapes, then Y equals, what is the total amount? Rupees 160. This is our first equation. Now according to second situation, 4 kg apples means 4 into X plus 2 kg grapes means 2 into Y equals rupees 300. This is your answer for algebraic expression. Now how to represent the equations graphically? Say first we will find the value of X and Y. For first equation, if X 0, if I put here X equals 0, then I will get Y 160, and if I put Y 0, then I will get X equals 80. Now for second equation, if I put X equals 0, I will get Y equals 150, and if I put Y equals 0, then X equals 75. Now plot these equations on your graph paper. Now student, to plot the graph, I am taking here 20 units gap. For X equals 0, Y 160. This is here X 0, Y 160, and X 80, Y 0. This is here. Match the mid 2 points. This is your equation first. And for X 0, Y 150. This will be here. And X 75, Y 0. This will be slightly here. Now this will be your parallel lines. Now your next exercise 3.2. Now your exercise 3.2, question number 2. On comparing the ratio A1, A2, B1, B2 and C1, C2, find out whether the line representing the following pair of linear equation intersecting at a point are parallel or coincident. And your first part is 5x minus 4y plus 8 equals 0, and 7x plus 6y minus 9 equals 0. Here A1 equals 5, A2 equals 7, B1 equals minus 4, B2 equals 6, and C1 8, C2 minus 9. If I find here ratio of A1 A2, which will be equal to 5 by 7, B1 B2, this will be equal to minus 4 divided by minus 6, it will be minus 2 divided by 3, and C1 by C2 will be equal to 8 divided by minus 9. On comparing I found that A1 divided by A2 not equals B1 divided by B2. So this was the condition of intersecting lines. So this is intersecting lines. Intersecting lines, and it has only one solution. One solution. Similarly, you can do question number 1, 2 and 3. And up to question number 4 you can do, and if you are want to so student, your homework is exercise 3.1, 3.2 up to question number 5 with all examples. Thank you.